let's imagine that there's a test on Monday. Maybe for some of you that is not an imagination, that could be a reality. But let's say you have a test on Monday. What are you doing to prepare for your test? Probably, I would hope, the good students in you you're studying. You're probably taking most of this weekend. You're reviewing your materials. You're filling out the study guide. You're taking the precautions and you're taking the measures to be able to get ready for this test. Perhaps you are making sure that everything's in order. You have everything in your backpack. You have your pencil. If it's math, you have your calculator. You have paper, whatever it is. You're taking a lot of steps to remember all of these things so that you can do well in your tests. Perhaps it's not a test, but perhaps you have a big game coming up or a big performance. And even in a big game and a big performance, you probably have some type of routine, some type of ritual that you use to prepare yourself. I know for myself, when I played basketball, I did the same thing all the time. I usually tried to, I had my iPod and I would put the earbuds in and I would just listen to like some rap music or something to try to pump me up and motivate me for the game that we're about to play. And whenever I would get on the court, I would do the same thing every single time. I would take 2 layups with my right hand, and then I would take a jump shot at the free throw line. Every single time, that is the minimum of what I wanted to do. And then when we switched over to the left side, same thing. 2 layups with my left hand, and then I would take a jump shot at the free throw line. Same preparation every single time. It was just regulated every single time for every single game. And that's what I had to do, and that's what I needed to do to prepare myself for that game. And perhaps you have your own rituals. You have your own ways of performance. You have your own ways of getting yourself ready for a test, for a performance, for a game, whatever it is. And I think we understand that. And we see some people who have some really weird rituals, but they take it very seriously because they are really trying to prepare for something that they believe is important. Now the question that I have for us this morning is, got to turn this on. Can you guys turn on the back TV, please? There's always some technical difficulties. There we go. The question I have for us this morning, as we're thinking about preparing in all these different avenues and venues, is how do you prepare for worship? How do you prepare for worship? As you were thinking about coming to this worship service this morning, how did you prepare? And I think the better question for us might be this morning is, do you prepare for worship? Do you prepare for worship? And just think about this. We spend all this time preparing for tests. We spend all this time preparing for our games, our dance performances, our musical performances, all that sort of thing. Hours are spent to practice and to rehearse. And when we come into God's house, what are we doing to prepare ourselves? And are we preparing ourselves at all? We all know how to put on the Christian face. Did you come in here this morning with your Sunday Christian face on? And did you come on Friday, if you come to Unico or Gap, did you come on Friday with your Christian face on those days, knowing everything that you're supposed to do, standing when we're supposed to stand for worship, bowing as we're supposed to pray, giving the right answers in your small groups. And then the other days, you forget about Friday, you forget about Sunday, and you just live how you want. Worship, you guys, is not just about one day. Okay, it's not just one day, but worship is about a lifetime with God. Worship is about a lifetime with God. If we want to experience God in the fullest, if we want to experience God vibrantly, then you are called to walk with Him daily. To walk with Him daily.